Hello and welcome, everybody. Welcome to match week 2. I am Wolf Remus, and with me co hosting tonight is SPV.
Hello, hello, hello.
I hope everyone's having a great weekend so far and have enjoyed week's one's shenanigans as we finished off on Thursday with a great matchup between ODD versus Phil Polyvath, which was hosted by none other than SPV here. So apologies again for myself from letting you fly solo, buddy, but it was a good watch either way.
Oh, it was lots of fun. It was.
So coming up tonight, we have got some fantastic fixtures coming up and a match which I am excited to see. We have got ODD facing off against Kimako Esports, a big game for tonight. The winner of this will push into first place as X-Tac Blissey has to reschedule their game for Wednesday. So the winner of this game will push into first place. However, I call it the contender for second place as we've got X-Tac Blissey, like I say, playing again on Wednesday against Phil Polyvath. So the chance of them coming back up to first place, taking it away from them, is real. Second game for tonight is Gold Ducks taking on past Primates. Again, another vital match and another big match indeed. I can't call it against the first game. What about you, SPV? Can you call it for ODD versus Kimako?
Personally, I can't. Obviously, doing the stream for ODD versus Phil Polyrath. That was a very interesting game. And ODD just looked absolutely unbeatable. So to be honest, I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen.
Yeah, watching the match back from Wednesday, ODD did pull out some amazing play there, as did Kimiko last week against past Primates. ODD do have the advantage though with a three round win over Kimiko, who only has a 2 round win. Speaking of which, let's look at the teams league as I bring this up now. So the current standings, as you can see, X-Tac Blissey, 3 for none, 3 points, sitting quite nice at the top here with 1,747 points.
So in second, we have ODD Esports, obviously, who pitched that three-game shutout against Phelan Polyrath with 1,146 goals scored.
And yeah, and looking in with the exact same goal scored is Kimiko Esports. Unfortunately, we're only able to get a 2 round victory over Past Primates. Past Primates was able to sneak away a round from them, but they are in third place with 1,146 points.
So in fourth, we have Kimiko's game week one opponents, past Primeapes. I know Justinian, the captain, is in here ready. He's excited for his game. And they are sitting in fourth with 529 goals scored.
It's nice to see that the captains again hyped up. The match between past Primates and Golducks will be good to see. In fifth place, we've got Phil Polyrath, who played on Thursday against ODD. Even though they have a 0-3 on the losses, they are actually played really well against ODD, showing that they were able to adjust their play style, and they were very close games. Game 2 and game 3, or sorry, round 2 and round 3 were really close. I think in round 2 there was only about 20 goals, if that, in it, and I know about 100 goals in round 3. So very close games and only just falling short for getting some points on the board. However, they do end up in fifth place with 845 goals.
And in sixth, we have Golducks, who will be playing in the feature bout tonight against past Primates. Obviously, got beaten 3-0 by X-Attack Blissey and only managed to score 122 goals. So, that should be a. Let's see how they do.
Gold Ducks have definitely got some work to do tonight. They need to get some goals scored on the board if they want to even get above Phil Polyrath on the leaderboard. Hopefully they can get a few rounds won against past Primates as well. However, I do believe past Primates will do everything in their power to stop that from happening and gaining points for themselves. it'll be a very interesting battle as both teams have got a lot to play for. So, moving on, let me just switch back over. We have just waiting out now for the teams to get ready. I know we've got about 5 minutes until our first match tonight, which is ODD Esports face off against Kimako Esports. As soon as they are in position and the lobbies are created, we will get straight onto that. However, one thing we do need to announce for tonight is we have done a bit of a change up on feedback from our teams from last week's match week. We have changed over to tournament draft mode. We felt that the way we were doing things was great, how I wanted to make it better, and we feel the advancement is going to tournament draft mode. So the difference between tournament draft mode and what we were doing is, in draft mode, it has its own ban system where at the start of the game, the home team gets to ban first and the away team then gets to ban second. Also, the difference is you can't pick the same Pokemon, so each team will have different compositions. One thing though that we are going to keep is the bans from the previous rounds will carry over. So just like we did before, round 1 bans will carry over to round 2, and round 1 and round 2 will carry over to round 3.
So yeah,
okay,
that
so
should make it a bit more interesting.
yeah, it'll make it very interesting. So speaking of the bans, I've seen Justin here. Do you hosts think Comfy is ban worthy by the teams? Well, speaking of bans, we have actually had a vote and we have unbanned Comfy. So Comfy will be playable in tonight's match. So will a number of other Pokemon. The only bans that are season banned right now are Cypher and Delphox. All other Pokemon are free to play. But to answer your question there, Justin, I personally, I don't know. It all depends on how they utilise Comfy. I've read up and seen different views and different experiences on playing that Pokemon. I have not experienced it myself, but from what I've read, it seems that if you don't know how to play them, then you may as well just scrap them and write them off. But if you know how to pair them up correctly and to utilize Comfy, then it could be a game changer and definitely turn the tide of the battle. What about USPV? What do you reckon about the whole Comfy and now that being added into the PUCL?
Yeah, I've seen a couple of players manage to utilize Comfy quite well. I don't know. It depends really on who you pair the Comfy with. Obviously, you want someone quite tanky, because as soon as the opponent who is holding the Comfy gets wiped out, then Comfy's on its own, and obviously Comfy being quite vulnerable will just get wiped out very easily. So yeah, you want to see it on a bit more of a tanky Pokemon, but I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Sure, it'd be interesting to see how the teams, if they do get a chance to utilise them in tonight's matches. It'd be nice to see Kimako or ODD slide Comfy in there and get a bit of an idea of what Comfy can really do. Because I feel teams like Kimako, ODD, X-Tap, Blissey, maybe even past Primeapes can definitely show us how best to use Comfy. Dr. Lupus, Comfy is very difficult to play, but playing it well easily makes it more busted than Hooper. Yeah, I've heard that. I've seen that Comfy's more of a buster Pokemon played correctly over Hooper, though I still think Hooper is a good shout, as we saw being played by ODD. I believe it was played on Thursday. There was a Hooper play, it caused a lot of issues for Phil Polymath, as they was able to transition between objectives within an instant, which, when you're trying to set up for a team fight or you're halfway through a team fight and the team you're playing just up and leave you, it can get, you can confuse the opposition. And I believe we are just about ready to get this lobby set up. I'm just waiting for an invite myself into the lobby so I can pop the stream on over there. Dr. Lupus, how are we doing on the lobby making?
I think we're having to hold on because Kimako is struggling to get a player online.
Right, that's no worries. We'll just talk more. I'm sure we can do that.
I'm sure you can do that.
Oh, well, I'm sure I can. So, speaking of talking more, our chat. First game tonight is going to be ODD versus Kimako. those of you who have been and saw match week 1, what is your predictions? Unfortunately, I'm not as fancy as SPV, and I do not have my little vote bar. But in the chat, type in. Let me know your prediction. Do you think ODD stand a chance against Kimako Esports, or do you think Kimako Esports are going to have the upper hand and take the win, or do you think it's going to be a hard-fought fight and may actually only be a 2-1 victory? Be interesting to see what you all think. I personally am split. Obviously, as a host, I don't want to have a favourite. And to be fair, I can't call it for this game. Watch them both. I think Kimiko may have the upper hand. I think ODD's late game on Thursday showed that when Phil Alpoya was able to get back in that late game and scoring those points, because ODD were dominating majority of those games early on. But towards the late game, towards the Rayquaza, you saw Phil Alpoya come back and was able to, like say, almost win 2 of those rounds. So I think if Kimiko can focus on that and they're able to utilise that to their advantage, I feel that Kimiko could potentially have the advantage here and may steal the victory. Whether it will be a 3-0 victory, I don't think so. I think it will be a 2-1 to Kimiko. That's my predictions anyway. We have got here Justin, who says Kimiko has it. Yep. I would like to see ODD give Kimiko a hard time, and I'm sure they will. I don't think they're going to go down as easy as we think. I think ODD will definitely put up a hard fight.
I've personally got ODD. I think they're going to 2-1 it.
Oh, okay. And why do you think that, Mr. Co-host?
I just think that the jungle invade strats at the start, obviously having Nap and Tommy going through, it's a force to be reckoned with, and if you aren't prepared for it, I feel like that can start you off on the back foot straight away.
Yeah, I can relate with that. There was a very good strat that they did against Philipov of that initial jungle invade, and it did put Philipov on a back foot. Their Snorlax play was pretty impressive.
And also, there's a bit of past history between these two teams, as Tommy, the captain of ODD Esports, actually trained some of the players in Kimako.
Very true. Very true. I just want to give a big shout out while we've got a spare 5 minutes to our backroom staff. I know me and SPV are here holding fort and talking rubbish to you guys now, because we're hosting to you. We do have a team that is working with us, working behind the scenes, getting the lobbies set up and liaisoning with the team themselves. So I want to give a big shout out to Dr. Lupus and Daryl, who are currently working in the backgrounds and allowing everything to go as smoothly as we possibly can. So I just want to give a big thank you to them. The streams cannot happen without everyone involved, and it definitely can't happen with you watching. So thank you for coming by and watching as well. Without you guys watching, it would be pointless as even putting on a show for you. So thank you for coming over as well to watch. So we've talked about ODD and we've talked about Kimako Esports. Let's talk about the next game. Let's talk about Golducks and Past Primates, because I know we have got a Past Primate leader in the chat and they are ready to go. I think they drank too much coffee, personally, from what I've read.
I think he's ready.
I think
he's ready to go now.
I think if anything, we should put them first, because I think he's that eager to go. Interesting game. Past Primates put up an amazing matchup against Kimako Esports, and they were able to turn it round on, I believe it was the last game where they stuck away.
It was the last game.
Yeah,
and it was actually Justinian with those disgraceful Gardevoir unites.
Yeah, they did really well, and to come back and get a point off Kimako was impressive. And yeah, I think if honestly, I think the Golducks Past Primates, I think that's going to be close. I think Golducks have got something to prove tonight, and they are going to come out swinging. I don't think they're going to just go, yeah, we're last place, let's just cruise through. I think Golducks are going to fight. From what speaking with certain of their team members, they certainly are they've revised what they're going to do, and I think they're going to, they're not going to lay down and let Past Primates walk all over them. What about you? In fact, let's do another poll. So we've had 2 people there. Past Primates, Golducks. Who's your favourites? I'm not going to call it for this one because I don't know. It could go either way. I reckon it'll be a 2-1 victory to one of them. I don't know who, but it will be a 2-1 victory. Okay, ODD is currently ready to rock and rolling. And we are just waiting on Kimako to put their team into play. And I think there you go. Yeah, Kimako are starting to come in. So the wait will finally be over. They are all piling into the voice chat now. As soon as they're in there, we'll get the lobby set up and we'll dive straight in. Apologies for the delay in the match today. As with all things, the streams, we can't guarantee the time is to 100% because things do happen, especially when it comes down to trying to get technical issues sorted. Which, fingers crossed, touch wood, I have not had any done today, and I can guarantee you all now there is no shopping due. So don't worry, I won't be disappearing for 20 minutes while I deal with the shopping. The shopping is not coming today. Look at that, Gibblebits, Past Primates, ready to rock 'em, baby. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Past Primates, the energy you're giving, I hope you can put that into the game because it'll be amazing. There's Dolly with the Past Primates. Okay. Yeah, no worries. Happy days. Just reading up now. They're all jumping in now. We have got 4 of the Kimako members ready to go. Once the 5th one comes in, the lobby will be created and will be sent our way. If the lobby has been created, can I get an invite sent my way? I can jump straight in. If not, don't worry about it. I'll shoot my face. So, Sammy, speaking of match week 1, how do you think it all went? Like, your personal opinion, how do you feel that the games went and the feedback that you've been given?
I think the feedback was overwhelmingly positive, really. I think there was just a couple of things that we needed to work out, but obviously you are going to have hiccups in the first kind of installment of things. But I feel like we've met those pieces of feedback that we've got, so quite looking forward to it and seeing how we move on into game week 2, see how things go.
Yeah,
And it
100%.
looks like Lupus is filling in for Kimako.
Lupus is filling in for Kimako, is that right?
Yeah.
Now that's
Get to
going to be
see our
interesting.
admin team in work.
Unfortunately, because we'll have to have a word with Kimako, what's going on there. But yeah, we'll see what happens with that. Just going back on what you said.
I'll make the lobby.
Yeah, cool. If you make the lobby and send me, that's brilliant. Yeah, the game's ready to rock and roll. Getting the lobby ready to go. But just before we do, oh, there's my ping for lobby. Bear with me 2 seconds, ladies and gents, as we start things up. Let me jump into the admin slot.
Oh wait, hang on.
Oh,
Has Daryl already made it? I think he has.
has you already made it, has he?
Yeah.
Sweet, I've got the invitation from Daryl. Cool. Apologies for everyone in the stream watching. We'll be getting the game on very, very shortly. We appreciate your patience. Don't go anywhere. Stay. Don't go. Stay. First games will be kicking off any moment now. Teams all loading in, and we should be ready to rock and roll. Speaking to the chat then, so let's get the chat involved in a bit more of this. I want to know, chat, who's your favourite Pokemon? Who's a Pokemon that you like the most? Don't have to be the one that you play the most. Just tell me the one that you like the most in Unite. It has to be Unite, not Pokemon general, just in Unite. Who's your favourite? I know Remus Jr. here is, yeah, Phoebes. Charizard. Okay. I thought you would have gone for Venusaur there. Good old Phoebes. Remus Jr. has just piped up and he said that it's Urshifu for him. Urshifu is good, and I think with the buff was definitely needed. Cypher. I like Cypher. I am a very biased Generation 1 player. I I'm an old.
Because you're old.
I'm old. I know I'm old, but I am. I've got to say, SPV will vouch for this and probably moan like heck. But whenever we play, I always moan about when they bring out new Pokemon. I always moan that they don't bring enough Generation One. Me personally, my heart and my love goes out to Generation One Pokemon. When I was a kid, Generation One came out, and yeah, old souls here. Power to the old souls.
Voltorb, what a Pokemon design.
But I mean, I'm not going to get into the debate now because we could go
It's
all
just a
night.
sentient Pokeball.
Pretty much, I get that, yeah. But no, for me, it's definitely the original Pokemon. For me, it's probably just a nostalgia type thing. But I really do feel that there's a lot to give for the Generation One Pokemon and potentially Generation Two as well. I'm a little bit out of touch when it comes to the later generations, but SPV is all over that. Who's your favourite Pokemon,
Yeah.
SPV? I mean, it's a bit obvious with your name, but who's your favourite Pokemon in Unite?
It's got to be my boy Espeon, you know. I just love it. It's just fun.
Yeah,
Just the stuns and everything, it's just helpful to the team. The damage of Psyshock as well, it's just perfect.
yeah. I must admit, if I could play, if I could play that, I
Right, so
would.
we've got all the players in. Shall we get started?
You know what? Let's do it. Start
I've
it
just
up.
pinged Daryl, so I'm ready to go.
Cool, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are ready for the first match of tonight, which is gonna be against ODD Esports versus Kimako Esports. A game not to be missed. Two Titans fight off.
Oh, they've been made admin.
I've been made admin. Okay, I'll shut my face. Yeah, two Titans been made to fight. We're ready to go. In draft mode. Everything's ready to go. Let's start it. Okay, we're in the ban phase here, and it will be ODD who are playing home first, who will get to ban first. Every 25 seconds to do so. Be interesting to see who they ban.
Who do you think they are going to ban?
I don't know. I don't think they're going to do Comfy. I think they're going to leave Comfy because I think they want to showcase it. So I think, I don't know, looking at them, oh, Cafable and a Hooper ban. Interesting. Yeah, ODD would like to play Hooper. So Oddnap is going first for the pick. And they're going for Urshifu. Urshifu for Oddnap. Kiko has got first one is Slowbro and then goes straight on to Mew. DMC, can you still see it now? Can you see it now, mate? And you got Tommy Lee, who was 1 minute. Just make sure. Can we see the screens, everyone? Hey, David, how you doing? Okay, cool. Happy days. I can see the screen.
Sitka goes for the Blastoise. Sitka played Blastoise a couple of times actually. I think against.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did. We have got Iron, who's coming in with the Blissey, and Docs with the Garchomp.
I'm really looking forward to seeing Lucas in this game.
Yeah.
Oh,
Amorous is playing Greedent, and Zen is playing Decidueye. Interesting. That's a nice comp. An interesting comp. They've got that nice bulkiness, and with the Greedent as well. Be interested to see. And Loopy is going for Espeon, your favourite SPV. So, as we can see on the screen there, oh, Nap and Tommy Lee have swapped. They wanted to secure that Urshifu. Oh no, they're swapping again. So Tommy Lee is now dropped for Greedent down to Amorous, who's took Urshifu. So obviously that Urshifu was a major game a plot for their team, and it looks like they want to secure that first. So there we are. That is our team. So playing for ODD, we've got Eldergloss, Greedent, Blastoise, Urshifu, and Decidueye.
Over on Kimako, we have the Slowbro, Mew, Blissey, Garchomp, and Espeon.
Yeah, I know. No Comfy, which I am extremely surprised about.
Let's turn me up.
Turn you up. I can turn you up. One moment. Can they hear you now?
I don't know, can they?
Bring back S hashtag. You probably can hear him now because what I did is I paused the volume.
Disgraceful.
The one thing I've done one mess up today, and that's it. That's better. Yeah, it's because I accidentally paused it. Okay, and we kick off. Okay, so we'll start off with ODD and see where they go. Okay, so it looks like we have got the Elder Gloss going jungle. Bottom lane, it looks like the Greedent's going...
It's probably going to be going for that jungle invade.
More than likely, yeah. Urshifu and Elder Gloss going centre with the Decidueye and the Greedent going bottom and the Blastoise staying solo top. But it does mean, though, that we have got the Eevee and the Blissey up top, and down bottom is the Mew and Slowbro for Kimako. In jungle for Kimako is a Garchomp. Moving down bottom, it looks like the Greedent's going in for a bit of a noise play. Oh, that Kimako playing again with that dirty Solar Beam with the Mew.
Looks like Tommy is going to get his stacks in. He's nearly at that level 5 where he gets to get into Greedent. Obviously he'll get Stuffed Cheeks as well, which I'm assuming is what he's going for.
He's playing good. Tommy Lee's playing good, holding them back, pulling them away from the actual goal. What's actually going on with the Garchomp? Garchomp has come down bottom to assist on the bottom lane. All the action seems to be happening here.
No, it looks like an Amarys from Odd has decided to come up to the top lane.
Okay, let's go totally see what's going on. Okay, so top lane, the Squirtle's just gone down, but the Urshifu is there to cover. Yeah, it seems like
not really much happening on top lane.
Is happening down bottom as the Decidueye and Greedent are holding off against the Mew and the Slowbro and the Garchomp. The Garchomp had to pull back massively as it got down to 1/3 health.
Yeah, I know Kimako will be missing Socks, who normally plays Mew. Socks usually just firing those solar beams, being an absolute nuisance. Getting that damage off as well. He's had some very high damaging games as Mew against past Primeapes. So let's see how short he does as Mew. Maybe he's picked up some points from Socks.
Kimako are hot on the middle birds as 3 of them are there. This Blastoise tried to take some of that farm away but was pushed away. Urshifu on top lane covering, but he's going to have a surprise as the Force Kimako land right on top of him. Oh, that's so
it looks like Kimako managing to get round, but they are going to get taken out by an Amarys who takes 2 of them down.
That was amazing. Kimako come top lane full force, but between the Urshifu and the Blastoise, they were able to push them back. The damage that Urshifu's putting out is disgusting. And another
Lupus, our very own Lupus gets taken out.
Wow, that was an impressive defense there by Urshifu and the Blastoise. We'll see what's coming down bottom. Mew staying top with Urshifu, but let's go down to the bottom here and see what's going on.
So Cikra's just cleaning up this mid farm. We have Tommy. The Reggies are coming up in a minute. Tommy will be mainly running distraction and nuisance plays. It is Regirock on bottom, so they will be getting defense boosts if they do it. Looks pretty even at the minute. Kimako all coming down apart from that solitary Mew. And it looks like Kimako are going to get it.
And working on top lane, Mew's been left uncontested and dunking a 30 in there. And look at all those Aeos coins. All that Aeos energy just left for Mew to soak up and bring it back for Kimako. Kimako now sliding to the lead with 66 to 58.
Still anyone's game though, still early on. These mid-birds have come up. I'd like to see some contesting between the teams. It looks like ODD are going to get the majority of it.
It does seem ODD were prepared those middle birds as Kimako was not, but the Mew is definitely focused on dropping those points in as they slide a little bit further ahead, 86 to 73.
4 Kimako bodies up on top, 4 ODD bodies up on top as well. Oh, 5 Kimako bodies up on top now. They are going heavy for this Regieleki. Shorty fires the solar beam across the bush, doesn't really clip anyone. Lupus running out, hitting the Unite, manages to stun a couple of them. Citra coming in with his Unite, and it looks like ODD are going to get the Regieleki.
The Decidueye from the ODD, Decidueye should say, managed to get the secure on the Regieleki, which is a massive importance. And Greedent has been left to their own devices, farming on their own. I believe they're just going to farm highly before dunking some in and destroying that bottom goal. Up on the top lane, it looks like they are pushing Regieleki in as Decidueye and Elderglass and Blastoise push the team back, dropping in the goals, and there we go. That is the top lane of Kimako's down. ODD have now slid massively in the front with 169 in the lead there.
Well, it looks like the bottom ridge is going to be coming up again. I'd like to see what it's going to be.
Greedon's there,
Kimako is there, so's Tommy as well. All 5 Kimako bodies down here, all 5 ODD bodies around here as well. It is Registeel, so there will be attack boosts in play. And I think ODD are going to go heavy for this one.
Looking down here, they've left the Urshifu and the Decidueye on to do the Registeel as the rest of the team push back Kimako. Amazing play there by ODD, securing yet another one of the veggies.
Great stuns there by Cicra with the Unite. Lupus gets taken out.
ODD seem to be on fire tonight as just counteracting every single one of Kimako's plays. Kimako can't seem to get past the defense. That Urshifu dealing with damage, and those heals coming from Eldergloss seem to be pairing made in heaven right now.
This is what I was saying before about ODD's unrelenting pressure. It soon catches up to you, and if you aren't equipped to deal with it, they'll just run all over you.
Kimako definitely got some work to do here. They are over 120 points behind ODD. ODD now get ready and start engaging on the Regieleki on the top. It looks like the Blastoise is going to engage first. Let's see how Kimako respond. They pull away as the rest of Kimako start to engage up top. And yeah, as Kimako go in, ODD come back and start dealing some damage. And in comes the Unite from Decidueye, putting some damage down. And Urshifu comes in with a kill, another one. The damage that Urshifu's doing is unreal right now.
Yeah, and Amarys as Urshifu is just disgusting, honestly.
Wow, MVP for this game so far is definitely going for Urshifu. The damage and just positioning is all over it.
Absolutely, looks like ODD are on this uncontested 4 bodies to none, and they are going to get it.
And that is the second Regieleki stolen by ODD. Well, not stolen, just destroyed as they now let it walk in. Mew is on point as it's going to stop it. But it looks like while Regieleki is doing a bit of a nuisance on top.
Tommy's gonna be running some nuisance plays as well, coming in for those buffs of the Garchomp.
Tommy's Greedon play has been quite fun to see. Not so much been in the team fights, but he's just been where he needs to be, getting those points in.
And another Registeel for ODD as well.
An important Registeel with 10 seconds to go is an important one. We're getting ready now, 4 seconds to go before Quasar comes in. Kimako need this. What is going to be
ODD already here and have started hitting Ray actually. Looks like Kimako are going to come in from the top. Decidueye fires that arrow straight across, clipping 3 Kimako players.
That Greedon though pulled the team, Kimako's attention up top, and he was able to get away and allowing ODD to reposition. Kimako are down to only 2 Mons on the field. The Blissey, oh no, 1 down, just a Blissey left as ODD start to wreck Quasar, and I believe it's going to be ODD have taken Quasar.
And I can only imagine that this is going to be a 1-0 lead to ODD.
100 dropped there by the Decidueye down bottom, and there's 100 dropped up top by the Blastoise. They are now firmly in the lead with 400 points. It would take a miracle right now for Kimako to even come close. 600 points in the lead. ODD showing them that they are not to be messed with. And we've got some points coming in here by Garchomp, only 74 though. And it looks
like he's gone AFK and he's just going to get taken out by an Amarys.
Urshifu comes in, wipes up the board. Amazing. I was not expecting ODD to come out in such force. Amazing. Absolutely amazing plays here.
Once again, like I've said many times about ODD, it's their unrelenting pressure from the first second of the game. They just constantly put pressure on. Like I said, with the jungle invades with game week 1, and you also have the Greedent nuisance plays in game 2. They're not making it easy.
Here we come into the last 3 seconds, and what a game. Wow. Wow. Kanto, what are you watching? Well, we are watching Kimako get absolutely destroyed by ODD. That is what we're watching.
Have you seen what Sam's put in? And I thought we had a hard time.
But it just goes to show, fill out Polygraph, that you guys almost came back and could have won that.
Wow.
And here we go. The results are going to be popping up on my screen any moment now. As there we go, 948 to 160. Wow, indeed. Wow, indeed. We'll just quickly jump over to the battle data. And yeah, Decidueye, the damage output, 116,996 damage dealt. The Blastoise with 96,000 damage. Jesus. And there's me thinking the Urshifu was dealing the damage, but it just goes to show, wow. Just wow. Kimako have got some work to do come round 2, and round 2 will be coming up very shortly. We'll get those lobbies up and we'll jump straight in. We will be swapping round, so Kimako will be on the home team on the purple side, and ODD will be over on to the away team, the orange side. Both teams need to be aware that Cafable and Hooper are banned, so they need to take that into consideration when banning the next 2 Pokemon. Wow, just...
So it looks like Kimako have managed to find a replacement, and Lupus, it can now sit back and relax.
Happy days. Thank you very much to Dr. Lupus. Again, like I said earlier, admin team stepping in and doing their job amazingly. Wow, I'm just kind of, I'm blown away. I'm shocked. I am actually honestly shocked by how well ODD play there. Just, that is definitely going to be one for a review. I'm going to have to review that.
Oh, definitely. I'm going to have to rewatch that one.
100%. So we're just waiting for Kimako, we're just waiting for the lobby to sort itself out. And while it does sort itself, I can actually sort my stuff out because I need to switch over teams. Which I can't do right now. Ba-bum. The floor is yours, Mr. Sammy, while I just quickly do this.
Yeah, no worries. Let me just pull the stream. So, we're just waiting for the last couple of Chemical players to come in to the lobby. And then we will be ready to go. Rinky dinky doo.
I tell you what, Sammy, SPV, I do love some of your things. Rinky dinky doo.
I always say it. I'm really bad for it, honestly.
So that just got me giggling there. Okay, I've sorted my sorted my admin. For once,
yeah, sort the admin team out.
Yeah, for once in my life, I'm sorting myself out, which makes a change.
About time.
I know, tell me about it. So, what do you guys think? What do you think that first round? So, ODD steal a 1-round victory so far over Kimako. We still got 2 rounds left. What do you feel, chat? How do you feel the rest of this game's going to go after that performance? Do you feel Kimako are able to counter it, or do you feel ODD are going to keep that pressure on and push harder? See what the chat has to say. Okay, are we ready to rock and roll? Mr. SPV, can you just confirm before I press start?
I will check in with the teams, but I do think we are all ready.
Just check the lobby, make sure I'm not missing anyone. I think we're good there. I think everyone is in the right place.
Yeah, Chemical are team 1.
Cool. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Okay, we are jumping straight into the ban phase. Obviously, Kimako get the ban first. And we'll see. And, oh, sorry, Ty. Both bands go in, but it's Kimako who are the home team, and they get to pick first. And they both pick Mew. Interesting.
Looks like they can't play me.
Yeah, I was expecting a Mew ban, to be fair, from both teams, but hey. So, Kimako's first ban is, Mon taking his Urshifu. I think that's a good call by the Kimako. I think taking that Urshifu off ODD is a must. ODD have gone for the Slowbro and the Machamp, and the Machamp's an interesting choice. It's the first time we've seen them on today. Yeah, they do ban at the same time. Hush, that was my mistake. As we still think of the old one. Kimako have gone for the Blissey locked in, and they've also gone for the Snorlax. That's an interesting pick there. And we'll see what ODD have to pick. So they've gone for the Greedent yet again, and they've gone for the Blastoise yet again. So we are definitely seeing a recurrence here with the Greedent and the Blastoise. However, Kimako have completely changed things up with their roster. And they're going to bring in now their next pick. They have, okay, interesting pick, and the Lucario. Interesting to see how that works. A variety of Pokemon picked.
Apologies for that. I wanted to talk about something. He's just informed me that Kimako's replacement, Shelvin, is part of a team called Time to Shine, I think it is. And yeah, they're third ranked in the EU right now.
Well, welcome to the PUCL.
Welcome, Shelvin.
Welcome.
This is going to be interesting.
Well, it will be interesting. It'll be interesting. And obviously the last Pokemon played by Odd is going to be Quadriba. Okay, so Kimako's confirmed lock-ins: Snorlax, Sylveon, Blissey, Urshifu, and Lucario. And over on ODD, we've got Slowbro, Greedent, Blastoise, Machamp, and Gardevoir. So it looks like they're sticking with the Greedent Blastoise play here, and they're bringing in the Machamp and Gardevoir. So it'll be interesting to see how that comes in. Obviously, with the Mew being banned, Kimako don't have that Mew anymore, but they have switched out for a bit more of a tanky team with that Snorlax and the more damage output with the Urshifu. But I think they did that to take the Urshifu away from ODD. So looking at Kimako have got the Snorlax and the Lucario going top, and it looks like they're getting the Blissey and the Sylveon top, and the middle is going to be the Urshifu. Over on the ODD, middle is a Gardevoir. Over on the top lane, we've got Slowbro and Machamp, which means down bottom we have got Greedent and Blastoise. Greedent this time not going jungle invading or playing around there, sticking with their lane, sticking with Blastoise.
Yeah, pretty smart from ODD there, because obviously Kimako would be expecting jungle invades, they'd be ready for it, and obviously I think they've seen Shelvin there and just thought, you know what, I'll let him cook.
Kimako playing hard on bottom, defending, and they just took down one of the Pokemon, and it looks like they're not going to let the Greedent have his way. He runs back, but Snorlax is there. No, I thought Snorlax might engage. But it looks like Greedent is playing devil's advocate with both Lucario and the Snorlax as the Blastoise returns. And we're going to jump up onto the top lane now as a jungler from ODD has joined them, and so has Kimako's jungler as the team fight up top now commences. Well, I say team might commence. It lasted for about 3 seconds, and then they.
You jinxed it there, my boy.
Green Machinery ODD is strong. ODD are pulling out some amazing gameplay so far. Be interesting to see if they can keep it up. The Machamp's gone in by himself, overextending a little bit there, and the Sylveon is taking.
I'm sure he will get punished. Ooh, just by the skin of his teeth.
That Sylveon had Machamp marked, but unfortunately could not get that extra damage in play. Slowbro pushing forward and engaging the Sylveon there, but the Blissey is waiting. Down bottom, we've got a team fight there that I'm missing, it looks, between their Blastoise.
And it looks like Kimako actually managed to get the majority of the middle birds there.
Which they didn't get last time. Last time the middle birds were firmly secured by ODD.
And Chelsea's coming in, he's going to try and get the score, but he is going to get some side shocks thrown at him.
This is quite an even game when it comes to team fights. Bottom lane seems to have the upper hand, only slightly. But ODD still, again, with those winning the team fights right at the end there, and Machamp coming in getting some dirty little points in, but he's seen by the Kimiko's Urshifu. Will he get punished? No, and again, Machamp managing to get away from getting KO'd. ODD now punishing Lucario, who's left on their own down bottom. But Machamp goes down and they have punished top lane. Can they get some points in? They need some much needed points here now. Looks like that ODD were focusing on the Reggie Eyes and did get the steal on Reggie Eyes, but Kimako are focusing on the Reg Jineki, and with only the Machamp there to counter, can Kimako get it?
He's going to come in. Oh, he tried to get the steal, but instead he just gets knocked out for his troubles.
And a nice dunk there by Shelvin as a Regieleki now pushes on to the second point.
It doesn't look like it's just going to go in. Doesn't look like anyone from Kimako is going to follow it up.
No, it doesn't look like at all, but I think ODD were too busy focusing on the second bottom goal, which Kimako responded to very quickly and was able to push them off. Oh, and the Blastoise comes back in. Does Blastoise get a dunk? It gets a 2-goal dunk. Not a lot, but every point counts. And yes, Rimashina, it is very intense. The teams right now are currently on 166 to 137. Interesting. A lot closer than the last game.
It's like the Greedent is trying to be a bit of a nuisance, but he is going to manage to get away.
That Greedent play is, that's the second time now Greedent's been playing out.
It looks like a lot of the ODD players are heading up to top lane, but they are going to get chased off by Shorty. But Shorty looks like it might get taken out. Yet again,
Machamp goes in, overextends, was able to get away by the skin of his teeth. Look at that health, not much at all, pushing away. Amorous, who's playing Machamp, is definitely playing with his 9 lives there. We've got looks like we've got a single ODD player coming down bottom, dropping in some points. Unfortunately, Slowbro too late to react, but does come in to punish ODD's Naps, Snorlax, and the rest of Kimako is coming in. Will this be a team fight or will it be just a standoff? Oh, there's a Greedent. Greedent comes in, engages the Blissey. Urshifu hanging back. Oh no, but then gets jumped off by the Machamp, and the Machamp has altered. Oh my god, the Machamp has altered and has took out most of Kimiko's team. That's it, Kimiko's been team wiped. Oh my god. Wow.
Wow, that is huge for ODD there.
Machamp come in with that ult, wiping, finishing them all off, and what a gameplay, what a team wipe.
Brilliant players there from ODD. I think that's definitely put them just one rung ahead of Kimako at the minute.
Kimako focusing hard on the Reggie
with
Lecky.
Kimako having Chelvin, let's see how it goes with that one. I'm sure he will be trying to make as big of a difference as he can.
Wow, I'm just trying to figure out where to go. There's things going on all over the place. Down the bottom, you got Slowbro, who's kind of teasing that second bottom of Kimiko's, but Kimako were on it hard, and the Snorlax there with the block, pushing Snorlax back. Can there's 3 of them take him down? Oh, here comes Blastoise. Shorty coming in, but I think Shorty's going to get, Shorty gets taken out. Blastoise ults. Snorlax is on minimal health. Snorlax gets taken out, leaving only 2 of Kimiko's left. Oh, and there we go, and the rapid spin.
They nearly got team wiped again, wow.
Wow, ODD are coming with vengeance, learning from their match against FOP. They are not allowing any room for error with these team fights.
Absolutely, because around this time was when Felar Poliwrath came into their own. Fair enough, their comp was mainly late game, but, you know, they've definitely learnt from last time, we can't be as sloppy as we were in the first game week in terms of the last 3 minutes, because it is the all-important last 3 minutes, so, yeah, I'm glad they've learnt.
They're definitely bringing a bringing in a very interesting match. A match which I didn't think was going to happen. I thought personally that Kimako would have a more of a presence, but it seems that ODD are proving me wrong right now. Snorlax pushing this Greedent away back into their zone, but Greedent with those berries getting away and healing up nicely. Registeel down bottom, Blastoise with a Hydro, Rapid Spin Hydro Pump yet again, spinning it out, dealing that massive damage.
And it looks like Kimako are going to retreat, but they do retreat with that Registeel buff.
Yeah, a much needed buff with 3 seconds to go. Rayquaza coming in. Greedent's coming up top. Can he get it in? No, it looks like the Ursh, all 3 of them are on Greedent, but Greedent runs away, smashing those berries.
Yeah, Chelvin making the smart move and not entertaining it.
Not at all. Teams get ready now for this most important team fight. Each team being very cautious. Oh, the Greedent down bottom. Greedent down bottom. He's leaving uncontested as he drops a fortune.
And he's dropped an 80-point goal.
Wow.
That is huge.
Kimako need to win this Rayquaza, but it doesn't look. Again, Blastoise with this rapid spin and the Hydro Pump just doing that massive damage.
Yeah, for me, Sekra has been the MVP of this game. Lupus actually messaged me and just said this Blastoise is insane. Just doing the disruptions, you know, getting his body in the way of both teams, trying to stop all kinds of stuff going on, as it looks like ODD are going to get the Rayquaza as well. So it looks like we're headed for a 2-0 ODD win.
It looks like ODD have usually said that have won this match, and if they do win the match with 2 rounds. However, the 3rd and final round is everything to play for. Kimako need to pull out all the stops in this round 3 if they stand a chance to hold their position of 3rd place. And it looks like they've surrendered the last 30 seconds, rightly so, with 781 to 144 difference. It's the surrender was definitely
it was due.
Congratulations to Kimako, who have officially lost this match against ODD, but like I've just said, round 3 is everything to play for, and Kimako need this. Kimako need this win if they stand a chance of holding on to that 3rd place when past Primeapes play. If past Primeapes do amazingly well against Golducks in the game, then it'll be very scary for Kimako. They could drop down. Okay, we'll quickly do a quick battle data. Jump on because I know we are running behind schedule. So a quick look at the damage. Again, ODD smashing some serious damage out. Blastoise yet again 77 damage, 77,000 damage, and it looks like the Sylveon here, played by Shorty, the 81,000 damage, top damage dealt. Amazing play by both teams. Very, very good watch. And again, another round which I will watch again on playback.
Yeah, we've just casually got Chelvin in. It was, yeah, I still can't fathom that, but yeah.
Yeah, amazing. I don't know what you guys think. I'm just watching the chat there, and everyone's just amazed by the gameplay by ODD. This feels to me like a different ODD. Like watching them play today, they're not the same ODD that played on Thursday against Phil Polygraph. Whether that was ODD getting to feel with the competition and getting to feel with, their opponents, but tonight they've come out and they have definitely changed my opinion on who could win this league.
Absolutely. I mean, wow. It's like they've just gone from strength to strength with how they've gone from game week 1 and now coming into game week 2. Just the entire team comp, the synergy, the way they're all running together. You know, the position, everything is just perfect, and Kimako can't seem to get any foot in the door against them.
It seems as soon as Kimako get any chance of scoring or a bit of momentum, they get shot down instantly, and that Blastoise is just is just preventing them from getting any points. Taking away the Urshifu was a great call because that has stopped that max damage. You could tell the damage difference by just negating ODD, that Urshifu. But that Blastoise, yeah, something's got to be done, and I've got a feeling that Blastoise may not be seen in this next game. But Hush, you did amazingly well against ODD. Like I say, the fact that you were able to almost secure 2 rounds against them, don't beat yourselves
Fair
up.
play.
Don't beat yourself up. We are now just waiting for the third and final round lobby to be created, and we'll jump in there. But please, as soon as we finish, do not go anywhere, because as soon as we finish with Kimako and ODD, we are jumping straight into the match between
I mean, we're
Golducks.
all in. We're just waiting for you, mate.
Well, I have just been accepted into it. I wasn't accepted, so yeah.
Honestly, these admin staff need sacking.
Yeah, no, tell me about it.
Oh, wow.
Okay, I'm just
Looks like ODD are just getting ready. And then we will be starting the game.
We will indeed. I'm looking forward to this. I'm really looking forward to seeing round 3. Like I say, now Kimiko have got to win. This is a must-win game for Kimiko right now. What more can I say? For them to get the 1 point, to keep themselves, to keep that third place slot in within their sights, they need to win this round.
Yeah, it looks like ODD are heading into game week 3, possibly undefeated in
Massive.
any game, which is
Massive.
huge.
If ODD
The only
win
other team that has not taken an L is X Attack Blissey, who play on Wednesday. So there might be more than one who go undefeated. Who knows? We'll just have to wait and see what happens in the final game.
In response to Samuel and Hush, where did they find these people? Well, it's funny enough, I found SPV. So it was the bad admin team that found good. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I was the last one to join one, and I was the last one to get accommodated with them, and I'm probably the best admin. But no, I'm joking.
I mean, that's I'm joking. We're just
I'm only
waiting.
joking. They do all right. They do all right.
But hey, our admin team do well. We've got, like I say, we've got Dr. Lupus down in the background, working to the bone, getting these lobbies in. I don't know what we're waiting on here. Are the all
We're
teams?
just waiting on one of the ODD players.
Not a problem.
Go on, keep talking, my friend.
Hey, Samuel, I'm not. Don't say that. Don't say that. They're not saying they wipe you. You might surprise us. Just vibing, yeah. Just chilling out, not doing much. Just But no, those 2 games, amazing play. For me, I was going to say that the Urshifu was my MVP, but overall, I think Blastoise, for me, those last 2 games overall combined.
Yeah, Sikra has just been absolutely on the ball with that Blastoise, absolutely everywhere that he needs to be, just perfect.
Are you saying that it could do it? That X Attack Blissey are the only other team that can get a 3-0 victory to do a clean sheet? Not saying they will do it. They could do it. Believe in yourself, Fop. Believe in yourself.
Believe in yourselves. You can do it.
And it looks like we're going straight in. I wasn't made aware, but we look like we're going straight in. Boom. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is round 3. This is the final round. A chance for Kimako
I would like
Esports
apologize. I am a fucking moron. We are in draft mode. We will need to remake this.
Okay, cool. Are you the lobby leader, are you?
I am the lobby leader. I am also.
Just bear with me. Will you go and tell the teams that we're going to restart?
Yes, I can do so.
Thank you,
Thank you very much.
See, it's not just me. It's not just me. Honestly, we are professional. Please, the people that are watching, we have got 20 viewers, and I appreciate all 20 of you, and I love you. You've done amazingly well for staying with us for tonight. We are going to do a quick reset because one of our admin teams made an error. I'll be polite. I mean, as much as they're not polite to me, I'll be polite to them.
Bloody Lupus.
I know. That's it now. In the admin chat, we're just going to slate him for the next week. The reset will happen, and I do apologise to people watching. We'll jump straight in. Please don't go anywhere. We'll jump straight in and we'll get this game done. We will get Gold Ducks and we will get Past Primates ready to rock and roll because we are already running. Their match will be running 20 minutes behind schedule due to, obviously, unfortunately, Kimako couldn't get their player in, and obviously with this reset. So 10 minutes time, we're seeing Gold Ducks face off against Past Primates. Another game which is going to be amazing to see. So do not miss it as we put them here. Yes, we do love them, boys. Without them, it would make our life more difficult, as we found out last week.
Yep.
As we saw,
so it looks like it is going to be an ODD win.
It's not ODD, he's joking. I hope
It's just because it says victorious. No one scored anything. It doesn't matter.
Not that it would matter anyway. Oh, brilliant. Sammy, SPV, the floor is yours for 2 seconds.
Oh, too kind. Yeah, so as we just get everyone loaded back into the lobby, we'll get this final game started, and then we shall get on to the next and final set of the night, which is Gold Ducks versus Past Primeapes. And I know they are all in their teams ready. Let's see what happens. Looks like they're
No,
all
Samuel.
piling in now.
I'm not going to get my shopping. I've just sent Remus Jr. off to get me another whiskey.
Oh, he's a good lad, isn't
He is, isn't he?
You've got him trained, haven't you?
I have, bless him. I said to him, go on, go get us another whiskey. He goes, which one? I was like, the one on the side. It's like, how much? I'm like, not too much, but enough.
Just brings you a pint glass.
Oh, don't what? Yeah, can you imagine that? Can you imagine that?
That'd be scenes.
Ooh. To be fair though, what I'm drinking is very nice. I'm not going to get to that stream because we're on. Oh, Samuel, what are you drinking? Okay, sorry. What are you drinking, Sam? Because I'm currently drinking a Scottish 10-year single malt smoked whiskey. I forgot what it's called now. It's something that my dad got me. It's a really nice whiskey.
What am I drinking? I'm drinking a Rockstar energy drink juiced.
To be fair, you need it.
Tropical orange passion fruit.
Yes.
Just waiting for Sikra to get out of the admin part and actually get into a team.
Yeah. Bear us 2 seconds.
Just give me a second.
We're back. Okay. We're just waiting on SPV to return. Sorry about that. I was tempted to crack over. Oh, mate. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Wait till against X-Blissy, then crack it open. So, just a bit of an update. My son sent him out to get me whiskey. He's literally poured me a...
That whiskey be hitting.
It will be, because he's literally poured me almost like a triple.
Jesus Christ. Right. I think we're all ready.
Oh, yeah, we're all ready. Okay, okay, we are into the ban phase. Jesus Christ, that went quick. 21 people, thank you very much to those 21 who are watching. We are watching the last round of the match of 3 rounds against ODD versus Kimako Esports. ODD so far dominating the game as Kimako need to pull it back. Come on, Kimako, I have full support for you to this last round. Get it done. Snorlax and Urshifu banned. Ooh, wow, okay. Was not expecting them bans.
I can understand the Urshifu ban on Kimiko's side because Enamorus has just been absolutely smashing that Urshifu out. But the only thing is that Chelvin will not be allowed to play it. So I'd like to see what Chelvin is going to go.
Kimiko's stolen Blastoise away from ODD, taking that away from them, but they have gone for the Blissey yet again. Looks like that ODD have gone for the Elder Gloss once more and also taking a Slowbro. Interesting.
Enamorus goes for the Azumarill. It looks like Chelvin is shortly goes for the Sylveon that he's been running since the last game, and Chelvin is going to go for the Glaceon.
interesting. A bit of an evolution going on here. We do like a bit of an
I
evolution.
know.
Speaking of evolution, we've got the Umbron coming in on Unite very soon.
Oh, are we going to see? I thought we were going to see our first comfy game.
No, but the Credent has made a return. And okay, so we've got 2 new picks there. We've got the Cinder. Oh, is he going to go? What's he going to go now?
It's a bit of a shame, really, for Sekiro because he's not able to run that Blastoise that he's been running for the past 2 games.
No, but I think that was a smart move by Kimako. I think taking that Blastoise away from them and using it for themselves is a good shout. I mean, I'm a bit biased. I do like Blastoise. Not that I can play them very well, as Lupus keeps telling me, but I do enjoy playing a good Blastoise. And I'm sure Lupus in the chat will tell me how rubbish I am with Blastoise. But
I think we're going to have a pause as soon as the game starts because one of the players crashed.
Ew.
So I think we're going to have a pause.
Okay, well, I do like the fact that, for once, the technical issues aren't on my side. Touch wood.
I know, it's great, isn't it?
I know, tell me about it. It's like as if almost I learned from my mistakes of last week. You know?
Oh, did you get a better PC?
I mean, I would love to get a better PC. That's like my next thing. But I'm sure I've got more important things to pay for before that.
Yeah. Rent, mortgage.
I play Surf and Hydro. I play Surf, yes. I play Surf and Hydro. I used to play Rapid Spin, but I felt Surf was a lot better for the defensive point of view on goals. I mean, I've not played. So what's
I think
going
we
on?
are going to get a pause here from the admin team. Or are we?
Yep, admin team has been paused. Okay. So.
Oh, we're ready. We're ready. Restarted. Let's go.
Cool, happy days. Okay, so ODD have got the Elder Gloss and the Azumarill going top lane, and on the bottom lane is Greedent and the Slowbro who sent Cinderace.
But it looks like on Kimako, oh, is it Kimako side? Yeah, it is Kimako. We have the Buzzwole and the Blissey going on bottom. We have both Eevees hanging about in central, and we have Afshin going up on top lane as that Blastoise.
Kimako's Blissey goes straight in there, getting a dunk of 8 in straight away, no messing about, ignoring the Slowbro, just getting that dunk straight in there. It looks like the Greedent got absolutely destroyed by the Glaceon. I think that's definitely a good call, getting a Glaceon who has that high damage output and very quick damage output as well.
Yeah, it looks like Enamorus has already managed to get to Azumarill and is slapping Shorty and also Afshin. Looks like we're just going to see the standard farming up. Birds are going to be coming up on lane in a second, so let's see what is going to happen. It looks like ODD are going to get the majority of them on the top lane.
Well, Kimako got the majority bottom lane, the jungler coming down bot for Kimako, and it looks like ODD's went top. So there's a bit of a trade-off there, which very well played. And thank you very much for the follow there, Wilfors. Thank you very much. The Azumarill gets a nice little cheeky dunk in there against Kimako, but the Blastoise now goes to War Turtle. Be interesting to see how things develop from here. That Greedent just running around, playing devil's advocate again with Kimako. Tommy Lee just jumping around, eating those berries, just ignoring the opposition, but I think he has met his match. Oh, he jumps another one in. Is this going to be under Tommy Lee, or is he going to run away?
Oh, he'll manage to get away. He's a sneaky little bugger.
He's got away. Amazing.
Yep, so it looks like they are going to contest Middlebirds. Didn't manage to see who actually got the majority of them, but it looks like Zentin is just going to be the Cinderace absolutely pinging fireballs off them.
ODD just bullied the Sylveon into submission there as they were in the middle, and they end up having to go back to base. ODD yet again, that pressure that you're on about SPV is just unrelenting. It's never ending. You get rid of one and another one takes its place. ODD seems to have just an unlimited amount of mons just respawning.
Yeah, they have incredible sustain. Obviously, you've got Tommy as the Greedent, which appears to never get knocked out. As I say, that gets knocked out.
Yeah, that gets actually taken.
So we've got
Can
4
take-
Kimako bodies and we've got 2 odd bodies, or ODD, sorry, on bottom.
Kimako pushing that bottom lane, and they're getting those dunks in, and they get rid of the bottom lane. They have left the objective as they focus on the team fight. Both teams now focusing on this bottom, which I believe
It is Regirock,
Regirock, nice.
so they will be getting defense boosts if they do manage to do it, but it looks like Tommy is going to be causing all kinds of issues for Kimako, and it looks like Anamoris is going to come in as the Azumarill, slapping people about,
ODD.
and
Well played.
ODD get the Regirock.
Well done. ODD were able to push off that Azumarill play, was amazing. Pushing them off the objective, allowing that Greedent to come in. Amazing play there by ODD.
And they've left 1 in bottom lane, which would be nice for a nice big overdunk later in the game.
Yeah, indeed. It looks like Kimako are starting to get dived ready for top.
And it looks like ODD are going to meet them there. And Anamoris is the only body on the lane at the minute. But I do think hopefully we should start to see some rotation. But it doesn't look like they are. They are having a bit of a fight in mid, which is a bit of a shame because they seem to have got distracted there and have allowed Kimako to get the Regieleki.
Regieleki taken. It looks like Kimako now starting to drop some points in down bottom, closing that gap, which is getting ever so close. Kimako just trailing behind now by 40 points. The Blissey gets
that Blissey's just got absolutely deleted. There's 1 in this top goal as well. ODD been very selective with their goal scoring.
I'm not surprised.
It's almost like they're toying with them at this point.
And there goes a 40 with a 39 over dunk. Amazing. Amazing play there by ODD. This is definitely a lot closer game with Kimako fighting back. But ODD do seem to have just a slight edge. It's just that pressure. I think, for me, it's the Greedent. It's the Greedent play that's toying with them, going into places where they don't want to be, causing Kimako to kind of be out of shape and out of form, and then with the Azrael coming in, pushing them back, it's just allowing Kimako just to be in the right place. Sorry, ODD to be in the right place at the right time.
It looks like they are all piling down to bottom lane. Every Kimako body is down there, and Odd soon joining them.
Registeel.
Oh, it is Registeel as well, so Kimako will be absolutely needing this.
Here comes Azrael as he comes in, but the Surf comes in, and the Unite from the Blastoise.
It looks like ODD managed to get that one as well.
ODD with the Cinderella steal. Oh my god. Kimako are going to be raging at that. They are going to be raging.
They are not going to be happy. Tommy gets taken out by the Blissey.
Holy smokes.
It looks like the Blissey's going for Zentensane as well. He's going to try and jet away, and Anamoris comes in and manages to knock out the Blastoise.
Wow.
Looks like he's going for Chelvin as well, but doesn't manage to get it.
If he takes out this Glaceon, he'll be able to get the 50 over dunk. Oh, and here comes the Elder Gloss. Being back, it looks like they want to push this bottom one. Yeah, they're coming with a 50 over dunk.
Yeah, absolutely. Brilliant.
Wow. Wow. ODD tactically getting these goals down to just where they need them and then dunking in a max 50 points in. Amazing work. ODD taking those middle birds, and they're gone. Cinderace up top on their own, defending that Regieleki while his team comes in. Kimako struggling to win these team fights right now. I'm surprised.
It looks like ODD are going to get the Regieleki as well.
Cinderace with that steal yet again. Jesus. What are we seeing tonight, ladies and gentlemen? What are we seeing tonight?
I think I've got my my pick for who's going to win the league already. Because I can't see it.
You were right, this is not looking good for them at all. ODD now just full force attack on that top lane as they want to push that Regieleki in. Kimako trying their hardest to just defend, but whatever they throw them, ODD are just destroying them, and that goes to gold. Oh my god. Whew. Wow.
Kimako with 1 goal zone left, apart from obviously that central goal area. 30 seconds until Ray comes up. I think we are heading for a 3-0 shutout. But
nice kill
once again, it always depends on Ray.
Glaceon with a nice kill there on the Elder Glass right just before the Reggie Ice pops up. It looks like ODD are going to let them take it. Well, the Greens, what's going to happen? Yeah, they let them take it. 4 seconds to go. And here we go. This is going to be interesting. The stacking up, ready for the Quasar. The Quasar now up. Let's see what happens. ODD doing what I thought they would. They are not engaging. They are waiting. Kimako they have to engage. They have to get this Quasar.
They have to put the pressure onto ODD, who are natural born pressure putters.
pressure putters, is that going to be their name now? The pressure putters?
Yeah, must be.
There's a Unite there by the Blastoise, but I don't think it's going to do
Wow.
too well. As the Unite
Like 3 of them out in one move. That's the 4th gone nearly.
And
there's the 4th.
Glaceon left, and that is the only one left of Kimako. Glaceon trying his best to put some damage out, but the Quasar 3, 2, 1, and Quasar's down.
That is gonna be game.
Wow. Holy.
And I'll be surprised
smokes.
if we don't see a surrender here.
30 seconds, we'll probably see a surrender. ODD shutting my face up as they come in now with a potential 3-0 victory. Wow, just...
It looks like the victory is all but guaranteed, as they have they have a 600 point lead, Remus.
They have a 600 point lead, yeah, but can they make something of this big assault, this final push down bottom lane? Can they do something about it? Oh, sorry, I'm just in awe. I'm not speaking because I am just in awe of what's happening right now. Like,
I'm the same. It's crazy.
It's an amazing. Don't get me wrong, it's an amazing watch. Kimako trying really hard and are doing everything within their power to push forward and get these goals in. But ODD are just tonight are on point and on fire.
This is where we see ODD as just this unbeatable side, and I wonder who the ones that, if they do get beaten, who it's gonna be.
I mean, my marks on that X-Tap Bliss is the only ones who really can probably put a foot against them at the minute, but we shall see. Commiserations to Kimako. Kimako, you played extremely well. If you're watching the stream, or if you've got members of yours watching the stream, well played tonight. You showed some extreme grit and some decent play of changing it up and trying new styles of play. Amazing play by Kimako, but unfortunately, ODD, the Obsessively Dreaming Disorder Esports, have come away with a 3-0 victory. This puts them in first place. So X-Tap Explicit, if you're watching, if you're here tonight, ODD are the ones to beat. They are now took your crown. They are number one. They are number one. Now this puts a question towards past Primates. They need to get 2 victories to get above both teams and get themselves into second place. So it's all to play for in our next game. A quick look on the battle data and we'll jump straight into the next game. Looking there, Amorous with the Admiral, 124,000 damage. Oh my words. Wow. However, it was met up by 80k damage by Shelvin, who played the Glaceon, which was a smart move. I think Glaceon should have came in a bit earlier, maybe at round 2. That damage that was needed. But yeah, very well played by both teams. The healing, I will give a shout out to the healing to Iron Kimako, who played Blissey at the 74,000k healing. Well played by both teams, and I'm sure SPV will agree. An amazing match.
Absolutely. I mean, ODD just absolutely all over him from minute 1. Obviously, when Kimako had their moments, they were really good, but it's just the way that ODD managed to bring it back, compose themselves, make sure they weren't too overwhelmed, and then did the overwhelming themselves.
100%.
Right, Remus, get in the admin part.
I will get in the admin port in the tournament. I am just quickly rearranging something. It's called my admin, you know, the thing that I really am rubbish at. Boop. Okay, I'll quickly switch to admin because you know me. Okay, we are now moving on to match 2 of tonight. Another big match that is being played is by Golducks versus past Primates. A big match by both teams. Golducks have a lot to prove as they had a 3-0 thrashing by X-Tap Blissey. But as we've just seen by ODD, just because we've had one game doesn't mean that's the be-all end-all. This could be an impressive match. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
It looks like Gold Ducks are actually in place, ready to go, and we're just waiting for past Primates to get themselves into the lobby. Gold Ducks are playing home, so they will get the first pick of the bunch as past Primates play away to start with. Let's quickly, while we're waiting for the lobby to generate past Primates, SPV, give me your verdicts. What do you think is that match between ODD and Kimako?
I don't even have words, really. It's just there's levels in this game, and it's wow. Honestly, I don't even know. Even when Kimako brought in, Chelvin, I just thought, oh, maybe Kimako can pull the second game back. I thought it would be closer than it was, but it's just ODD looked absolutely unbeatable.
One moment, chat. We just got an admin jumped in. 2 seconds. Okay, and stream, please welcome one of our admin team, Daryl. Daryl, say hello to the stream.
Hello, everyone.
Daryl
That was
is...
a very, very, very good series.
Yeah, what do you think to that, Daryl? What do you reckon to that game?
Incredible. Like, ODD were very, very impressive. Teamwork, their overdunks in that last game was the best I've ever seen.
100%.
They were like I said, Daryl, they were just perfect.
Perfect.
Everything was just bang on.
The fact that Kimiko got Shelvin in, who is... Yeah,
And it didn't make a difference.
like he played very well. Like Kimiko.
Oh,
didn't
yeah, he
play
did.
badly. He didn't play
Kimako
badly.
didn't play terrible. They were
They
very
lost
good.
Oh, Kimiko's
lost
gameplay was
them.
amazing. They did everything they could to counter ODD, but ODD's onslaught was just impregnable. They couldn't, no matter what Kimiko was going to throw at them, ODD had this iron shield and was able to push and tactically did well with that. Like Daryl said, was able to get those overdunks and leaving 1 point in each goal was amazing.
Yeah, it looks like we are ready to begin the second set of the night.
Happy days. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are going to jump straight in now to match number 2 of tonight. And this is the final match. Unfortunately, match 3 has been postponed for Wednesday, but we'll go more into that after this game. Let's jump in. Gold Ducks versus past Primeapes. Round 1. Let's do this.
I'll crawl back into my cave.
Yeah, back into
Go
cave.
on, boy. See you later,
Thank you
mate.
very much for your input, mate. Okay, I did transition across, but I think I might be a bit premature there because I've just given the lobby code away. Let's go back. We're just waiting them to go now. Darling Dow, yeah. Oh, hey, welcome, Cartman. Nice to see you, man.
Yeah, we'll see
So-
Cartman knocking about.
We are moments away from the Gold Ducks past Primates game from kicking off. Who do you think is going to win, everybody? My money is nowhere because when I put my money down, it failed. So where's your money going? So we've got a Go Gold Ducks shouting out by like Toasto.
I like Toasto.
I like Toasto.
Yeah,
I mean, welcome to stream. I like Toasto.
absolutely.
Oh, Remus Jr., my own flesh and blood, going for Gold Ducks. I know Kanto is very she likes Gold Ducks, so I wonder if she's going to be rooting on the Gold Ducks team.
So for me personally, this is SPV's verdict, the SP verdict, if you will. I reckon this is going to be a 2-1 game to past Primates.
Nice. I reckon it will be a 1-1 and the decider will be the third round. That's my prediction.
Mhm.
I think past Primates may take the first one. Gold Ducks changing things up, countering, taking the second game, round, sorry. And then for the third round, don't know. There's Dolly May, who's coming in with the past Primates shout out. So we've got two for 2 with SPV's verdict. Yeah, can't wait for this game. This one and the one we've just seen were definitely my 2 most anticipated games for this match week. Extant Publicity and FOP, again, I'm looking forward to seeing how Phil Polyrath adapt and change things up for them from their last game. And I'm sure they will do, and I'm sure they will shock us just as much as ODD have. I am looking forward to seeing that on Wednesday. While we are waiting for whatever reason, I don't know why we're waiting.
We're waiting for Lupus to start the lobby.
Probably Lupus is probably fallen asleep. Lupus is not on point today.
I'm gonna go. Give me a second.
Yeah, you go pester Lupus and I'll keep us going. So, just to let you all know, we have got a rescheduled match for tonight. On tonight, so it would have been Fill Out Polygraph versus X-Tac Blissey. However, they had to reschedule due to stuff going on. And I'm going to shut up because guess what? Game's going on. I will talk about that later. Here we go. Round 1 of match number 2. Golducks versus Past Primates. A game not to be missed. Let's go. Sammy, I can't wait to watch your guys play. To the 22 people, 21 people watching, please do not go anywhere. We've got an amazing match. A few rounds coming up. Let's get this on the going. Okay, ban phase is coming in now. Let's see what the bans will be for this first round. Okay.
Yeah, she threw in the Mew.
Very good bans pick. Yeah, I agree on that. Okay, so the first pick is the Blissey by Golducks. And we get the next picks by Past Primates. Past Primates have gone for the Slowbro and the Hooper.
The Hooper is a very strong pick. Obviously, with the Unite move, it can draw all players to it via the portal, so brilliant for objectives.
Looks like Golducks have gone with a huge, heavy defense here. We've gone for the Snorlax and the Tyranitar. Interesting. I think they played Tyranitar last game. I can't be sure on that.
And you know what? I think we're going to see more Justinian Unites. I think that's who he's going to go for.
And over on
there you go. It's almost as if I can see into the future.
And there we go. We have got a Pikachu. We've not seen the Pikachu yet in this competition, so that will be interesting. Final preparations are now taking place. Will there be any swaps? I doubt it. They have gone for a very tanky team. Golducks have got a tanky team. However, if anyone had seen match week 1, we would know how deadly Past Primates Guardivar is, and those Unites. Be interesting to see how they get going. It'll be interesting to see how the Dodrio goes with Curry. Curry playing Dodrio. Okay, so here we are. They're locked in. We have got Golducks playing Blissey, Snorlax, Tyranitar, Buzzwole, and a Pikachu for the very first time here at the PUCL.
And over on Past Primates, we have DB Nerd as Hooper, Gibbles and Bits as Slowbro, Darkpaws92 as Absol, Curry as Dodrio, and Justinian the captain as Gardevoir.
Yeah, and again, we have not seen the unbanned Pokemon. We have not seen the Comfrey, which I honestly thought would see. I am shocked at that. Okay, looking over the Golducks team, let's see where they go. So it looks like we are going to have the Blissey and the Buzzwole going bottom, with the Tyranitar going central. It does look like Pikachu and Snorlax going top lane.
So, heading over to the Past Primates side, we have Darkpaws as the Absol and the Hooper going on bottom lane. We have the Gardevoir going central, and we have the Slowbro and Dodrio going on top lane.
That's an interesting split there. I was not expecting the Dodrio to go top lane.
I definitely wasn't expecting to see the Absol go lane. Obviously, it can be done, but obviously it's much more prevalent in that central area. The damage potential of Absol is just second to none, so I'm really looking forward to seeing how it does manage to do in this comp against a tanky team on lane.
Yeah, 100%. I've yet to experience an Absol lane. Majority of times when I've played, I've only seen Absol center when they've played a jungle. So seeing them go laning will be interesting. And it does look like there's going to be a team fight for these middle birds as both junglers come up top and they now engage against each other. The heavy damage coming out. Dodrio gets taken out by the Snorlax as expected. Dodrio is not the most tankiest of Pokemon. If anything, it's probably one of the most weakest. I'm probably going to get corrected by Lupus with that. But yeah, it's definitely...
Oh, he'll jump in, don't you worry, he'll come for you.
Yeah, late stage Pokemon. We've seen it with the Fill Out Polygraph game when they're playing late game Pokemon, how the differences can be made amazing, absolutely astonishing. And it has actually now gone to its final evolution for the Dodrio.
But it gets Electrowebbed and Electro Balls straight away, just nullifying it. Probably for the best, and it looks like both top laners from Past Primates. Oh, all the Past Primates are going to rotate for these middle birds. and there is going to be a hell of a team fight here. And it looks like Past Primates get the better of Golducks in that team fight, taking out 3 of their team.
Down goes the Buzzwold. It looks like actually Past Primates won the team fight. Past Primates jumping in on that top lane, getting a dunk in. Oh, and the Slowbro gets 26 in, and it looks like the Guadivara's getting in a dunk of 30. So far, they've edged themselves into the lead with that. Down the bottom lane, it doesn't seem too much is going on. Where am I? It doesn't seem too much going on. There's a bit of a battle going down here, but nothing major. As Golducks just take those birds and quite right, they take it quite nicely. Oh, what's going on here? What's happening here?
It looks like all of Past Primates are going to rotate down for this bottom Reggie, and it is Registeel, so it is probably the most important one, arguably. Just helps boost that attack power for future team fights, which can obviously give you the edge. So I think both teams are going to be fighting tooth and nail for this one.
So here's a question for you while the team fight goes on. Out of all the Reggie bottoms, which is the one that you feel is the most important? And it does go to Past Primates. The Guanfar seals that and wins the team fight. And they go in there and they're going to actually decimate that bottom lane. But yeah, going back to my previous question, SPV, which tube do you think is the most valuable of the bottom?
Well, for me, it tends to go in the order. Well, first of all, I'd just like to say it depends on the team, really. But most of the time, it tends to be Registeel is the most important because obviously it gives you that attack boost. But then again, Regirock can also be just as important as it gives you the defense boosts. Regice tends to be, from people that I speak to, the least desired. However, you are still going to pick it up if you're there. So, I mean, they're all equally, I wouldn't say equally as important, but, they are important to get, and definitely don't forget about the bottom Reggies. I know the meta is still quite heavily into the head to Regieleki no matter what kind of thing. But we are seeing a bit of a shift now, especially in the competitive games where all the teams do tend to go for that bottom Reggie pop. And that is my verdict.
I'm happy you gave it. It's definitely a lot better than what I could say. And while you're talking there was a lot that happened there. Past Primates dominating that Regieleki up top, winning the team fight, pushing Golducks back. Past Primates utilising that Hooper to the max, using those teleport abilities, keeping Golducks on their tiptoes. Golducks are 100 points behind and are slowly getting further and further away. Dodrio doing its work there as it jumps around, claiming points and dropping goals in. There is a fight down bottom, and it looks like Golducks are actually winning this one down here. The Slowbro, the Snorlax pushing the enemy Past Primates back into the damage of their teammates. But the Dodrio comes in, takes a couple of them out, and actually puts Golducks back in their place.
And it looks like the Gardevoir there got the most of the mop-up, as they are here for the Regirock. The entirety of Past Primates are crashing in on that Regirock, and it looks like Past Primates extend their lead and go a couple of inches further from Golducks. And Golducks looking to close the distance, but with such little time left, you seem to wonder if they can close this distance.
Indeed, Past Primates using every Pokemon's abilities in unison with each other and using it well, I might add. Look, you just seen it there. The Drio was fighting the Tyranitar, was obviously losing, and the Hooper put down the portal and was able to get out of danger. Amazing teamwork by Past Primates.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like Golducks are all focusing that Hooper, which is probably the smartest option. It looks like Past Primates are going to have to retreat here, but it looks like Justinian is trying to drop some side shots on top of them. As we know, Justinian loves that side shot Gardevoir, loves dropping those bombs on the opposition and just causing absolute chaos. It looks like Justinian is still knocking about. Definitely shouldn't be on the front foot, as Gardevoir isn't the most tanky of Pokemon, but it looks like Dark Paws is actually
Oh,
going to be starting the
amazing
Regieleki with Justinian and Gibbles and Bits, and Golducks are forced to retreat.
it looks like that the Hooper and the Dodrio are in unison with their gameplay, allowing the Dodrio to go in, poke that damage, play aggressive. You know, Dodrio is not the most tankiest of Pokemon, as we know, but they're allowing to play aggressive, getting behind the enemy lines, dealing that poke damage, and then buffing out when they need to, using that portal when needed. Amazing, amazing teamwork and amazing communication on Past Primate's part. We have got 19 seconds until the Quasar comes in, and it's a much needed win here for Golducks. Golducks have done very well in this match, but it does seem that Past Primates have had just the upper edge.
Absolutely, I can definitely see Golducks banning that Hooper for the next game.
100%.
That Hooper has been absolutely bang on with its portals and also its ults for the objectives, making sure that the entire team are exactly where they need to be.
Oh, 100%, I totally agree with what you're saying. Both teams hesitant to engage each other here, as they know that this could be the deciding factor. And the Tyranitar jumps us in with the HM power, and it bashes away with his Unite move. Can he take down the Dodrio? The Dodrio, manages to just escape. No, is he going to get taken out by the Tyranitar? No. Moves away and gets healed.
Justinian is dropping the Psyshocks on the Snorlax, but it looks like Justinian is going to have to retreat. Golducks getting the brunt of that exchange, getting 4 of their Pokemon taken out. It is just Snorlax left, and that is a full team wipe. 2 players coming back, but it looks like... No, actually no, Golducks are straight back on it, and it looks like the Dodrio for Past Primates is going to go on a bit of a run here and maybe try and score. He's going to wait the Tyranitar coming out, and he is going to see if it drops, and they are going to drop on bottom.
Snorlax has jumped in on bottom, preventing that Dodrio dunk of 50, which would have been a crucial point. Snorlax now pushing him back. The fight continues over on the Quasar. It's still not over. If they can get this Quasar still, they could, 30 seconds, they can do a lot of points. I mean, it's not that much ahead. They're what, 110 points ahead? This is vital now for Golducks. 5 till 10 seconds.
That's the thing, even if Golducks do manage to get it, they haven't got enough time to go and, drop some scores in. 20 seconds left to go. I think Past Primates are just going to shred this Ray out and see the rest of the battle out.
100% Remus Jr. Both teams played phenomenally well. Unfortunately for Golducks, it did seem that the communication between Past Primates was possibly a part more superior than what they had. That play between the Hooper and the Dodrio for me was definitely the play, like how the Dodrio was able to jump in and poke that damage, push, but then was able to retreat really quick from the Hooper. Scores on the doors as we come in now, 615 to 95. Commiserations to Golducks. However, this is just round 1. We have not finished yet. However, congratulations to Past Primates with that 615 win. Congratulations. We're going to move on to the battle data now and just see. Now, if you look here, damage-wise, it wasn't too dissimilar apart from Justina, as they score a 127,000 damage dealt. Wow. We did warn how hard they hit with Gardevoir, and it does go to show that damage output. To Chiyu, well done with that healing with 74,444. Some amazing numbers being put out. You know what? I think it wouldn't take much for a Golducks turnaround and potentially a good win, I don't know if SPV has disappeared. He might.
I am still here. Sorry. I was just doing some bits.
No worries. My apologies. Have our admin team abandoned us, have they?
No, they're still here. I was just doing some bits. Just messaging a couple of peeps.
Ooh, okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that was the first game, an amazing game of our second match between Golducks and Past Primates. Again, tonight I am just blown away by how well all teams are playing, and I am going to have to look through the VODs again and watch them because they're so entertaining. Yeah, can't wait to rewatch these. So, for me, I think Gold Ducks did really well in that game. I think past Primates know that they've got a lot to do. You know, this game that they're playing in now, if they win it, they could potentially, I mean, if they win all their games now, they could get themselves into second place. So it's a big, big game for them. Without a shadow of a doubt. Past Primates now are 1-0 on the round. If they win their next round, they have won the game. However, like I say, the matches that we set up don't rely on just winning all three. Even if you are the team that comes in second place in these matches, you can still gain a point, which is all and important. Because if we look here, the fixtures haven't, the league hasn't been updated yet. Because we're still live. But if you look at here, past Primate are on 1 point. ODD are now on 6, who have gone to top spot. Kimako will stay where they are in third place. Currently, past Primates right now are 2 for 2, and with the goals they have scored, will actually slip into third place, putting Kimako Esports into 4th. Now, all's to be played for now. If they can keep continuing their wins, even one more win can put them into second place. So, past Primates have everything to play for. But if you look at Gold Ducks here, Gold Ducks only really need to win one game. If they can win one game, that'll push them out to 6th place and put them up to 5th. If they win 2 more games, that could put them potentially into 4th position, which would be quite an interesting seat for them to be in. But it'll all come down to these next 2 rounds.
Absolutely. It looks like both teams are in the lobby. Past Primates are ready.
Yep, ready?
And
Okay,
Gold
3,
Ducks
2,
ready. Oh,
1. Let's get going. Let's get it going. Come on, let's go.
Come on, let's get through them. You'll notice how it's going a lot more smoother this game week than it did last game week. Obviously, we ironed out a couple of issues that were happening in game week 1. And we've just, we've definitely streamlined everything. The admin team behind us, obviously Daryl and Lupus. Can't forget Dolly as well. Dolly does bits behind the scenes as well. You know,
yes. I would like to make an announcement that come season 2, expect to hear a new host, a new announcer, but we won't reveal that until the end of season 1. Bit of a little tease for you. We have got a third host who will be joining us next season. Okay, joining the band phase, we have got on the left-hand side past Primates who have banned Blissey and Guardivar, rightly slow banned by Gold Ducks.
Very surprised that they haven't banned the Hooper.
No.
Okay.
But the Guardivar is a definite good ban, I must admit.
It's a good ban, but it's not a Hooper.
Well played, by the way, Chloride, if that is you, in the last game. Well played. Let me watch season 1. Hey, what about Hush? You're running season 2, aren't you, mate?
And Sam says yes, not like getting your shopping delivered.
Oh damn! 1 minute at the outside. 1 minute. Nah, joking.
Oh, here we go. We've got a joker here.
So we've completely missed what's going on here, but we'll revise this when we get to the actual final phase. But it does look there's some similarities from the last game, some differences. It'll be interesting to see what Gold Ducks can produce and change around here. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this game. Real question is which supermarket. I don't know. Am I allowed to disclose what supermarket delivers to my house?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Phoebes. Look at Phoebes. She's the posh Sainsbury's. You can tell Phoebes is in her 30s. Joking, Phoebes. I love you, really, darling. I love you. We get Asda because, you know.
You're saying it like Asda don't have like over 100 stores up and down the UK.
Well, they are controlled by Walmart.
It's gonna narrow down. Like it's gonna narrow down whereabouts you live. Shut up.
The thing is, though, Phoebes, you'll be shopping at Morrison's soon. You'll be like,
anyway. So looking at the teams, past Primates have Hooper, Eldegoss, Absol, Blastoise, and Decidueye, and Gold Ducks have Clefable, Slowbro, Dodrio, Tyranitar, and Espeon.
And that is a teams. No, very interesting. Be interested to see the use of the Espeon, especially with Gold Ducks Brett. And obviously we've got the Blastoise coming into play now, so that'll be quite nice, interesting to see with Curry taking them on. Hooper's still in play, obviously been annoying, but we'll see how this round 2 goes. Here we go.
Right, we're having a pause because one of Golduck's players has crashed.
Oh, no problem. So
Yeah, we'll just have a pause.
we'll
Anyway,
we'll talk about
what
shopping.
you all go to?
So, Asda for me, it looks like Phoebe's going to be Morrison's because she's becoming an old woman soon. Sorry, Phoebe, I do love you, really. Who's the new host? I can't
You're
disclose that.
literally the same, like,
We are the
kind
same
of
age.
age. Isn't
Yeah, I think me and Phoebe are the same age. Oh, Hush is an
M&S man chick.
M&S, we know
Yeah,
that's
he is a bit posh though.
I ain't posh, mate. I'm a northerner through and through, me.
No, not you.
Ruben.
Ruben.
Now. Let's keep the chat peace. Let's keep it friendly, all right?
Let's keep it happy.
Oh, Phoebe, you know I love you, darling. To be fair, we live like really close to each other, so Northerners can be posh. There's no such thing as a posh Northerner. And I'd fight that through and through. And thank you very much for the follow, Zen. I appreciate it. We do, while we're waiting, we will be doing the next match, which is between Philip Polymath and X-Tac Blissey, and that will be on Wednesday at 7:30 GMT time. Oh, and we're jumping back in. Every time I announce that, we go back into the game. Anyway, moving on to the game at hand. Round 2, Golducks versus Past Primates. It looks like Past Primates, Hooper and Absol are going bottom, with the Decidueye going jungle. Up in the top lane, we have got the Blastoise and the Eldergloss. That's Sammy's cue to talk about Golducks, but I'll do it anyway, because Golduck's top lane.
I'm here now. Whoa, don't be trying to steal my job. So we've got Dodrio and Slowbro on the top lane. We have that Tyranitar in central, and we have the Espeon and the Clefable on bottom lane. This looks very interesting. Espeon with a Clefable in its toe. It's going to be a bit of a nasty combination, I'm not going to lie to you.
You know Espeon better than most people, and I don't play Espeon, so I hopefully you'll be able to watch them and give some bit of advice how you feel they played. Zen, no, we thank you for watching. We host because we enjoy it. Me and SPV love the game. We love you watching, and we want to put on a great show for you. So thank you for taking part and being here to experience it with us. And here comes the team fights now on the top lane. It looks like that Golducks have got the jungler coming up top, as well as Past Primates. It looks like Golducks actually felt the brunt of that, as Past Primates do take down their jungler. Bottom lane, I didn't see that. I missed that, unfortunately. But it looks like bottom lane seems pretty even Stevens right now. Looking at the levels, it does look like actually that Golducks have the level advantage slightly. Very slightly.
Yeah. No, it's pretty even on levels. 2 level 6s.
Yeah, it's just come up. Hooper has just moved level up, and here comes a Golduck cheeky dunk. And there we go. Golducks take the first dunk and the first lead with 32 points there. Let's see if they can work on this. And it looks like Central is taking a bit of battering.
Yeah, so looks like the Middlebirds have gone rather quickly. Both teams not hesitating getting onto those. The Hooper is dropping its portals so that its team can get heals. Once again, I will be absolutely shocked if Golducks do not ban that Hooper in coming into game 3. That Hooper has been causing all kinds of chaos.
Agreed, 100%. And replying to Hush, you don't play Espeon. The reason why I don't play Espeon is because I don't have Espeon unlocked. I'm a Sylveon player when it comes to evolutions, and I'm waiting for Flareon. Cannot wait for Flareon to come in. With your toes. Dr. Lupus had the comment. Right, I'm not going to be distracted. I'm going to counter the game. The Dodrio staying on the top lane, and I think the Dodrio is dunking some more goals.
Yeah. Vince with the scores there. Vince didn't have much luck in game week 1 with that Dodrio. To be fair, he was up against the team of X-Attack Blissey, absolutely crashing in on him. So hopefully he has a bit of better luck with Doldrio. Does look like he is doing pretty well at the minute. He is going for the Regieleki solo. As we go to bottom lane, it looks like it is Registeel, and past Primeapes are already on it, and Golducks have been caught out a bit here. They're not really paying attention. They are going to come in, but it looks like they are going to past Primeapes are going to get the Registeel.
Yeah, what happened there, well, on the bottom lane, Golducks actually teared up past Primates, but then didn't actually react on that, and past Primates have actually gained that advantage by taking the Registeel, and unfortunately, because of that, they've destroyed the bottom goal.
Yeah, so two Golducks players now deciding to rotate down, but I think they are going to rethink it. Vince with the drill peck, getting in and out rather quickly, not messing about there. And he is going to come back in maybe for another drill peck. Oh no, he is going to get taken out by the Hooper.
This seems a lot more of an even battle. It looks like Golducks have revised what they wanted to do and actually are, creating more opportunity for those goals to go in. Down the bottom here, it looks like a three-way attack, and it looks like past Primates have only just noticed it. Decidueye coming in from the top. Can they hold it off? Trying to hold them off. We have got the Decidueye and the Eldegoss left, and the Espeon on their own, as the past Primates have managed to push
Gibbles
on.
and Bits does take out the Espeon, and Vince is just trying to keep himself going so he can run away and go and cause some more trouble. The Hooper is calling in the portals in the central. Vincey is going to come in with the drill peck. Chiyu going for gravity as well.
Comes in.
Yeah, Curry dropping that Unite, but it does look like he may get taken out. No, he actually manages the bulk, and he gets taken out by Hooper.
That also coming in, the damage dealt was amazing there. Was saved the
Just in with the snipe on the Clefable. Very nice, and it looks like they are going to rip into this goal. Very nice overdunk in there as well. A nice 36 overdunk.
Down bottom lane,
Beautiful.
looks like Golducks trying to utilise the fact that the top lane, past Primates are focusing top. Regi's been pecked away by their trio. A few points going in there by Golducks. It's very close. The game is, there's hardly anything between the two teams right now. Regi's been stolen.
Yeah, past Primates have managed to get the Regieleki, and it has walked in as well. But it looks like two Golducks players are knocking about that goal to try and thwart any goals being scored.
I think personally what past Primates are trying to do there is try and pull away, focus away from that bottom.
Clock isn't paying attention, and Dead Broke Nerd does actually manage to dunk a 40 in. Quite surprised that Gibbles and Bits isn't trying to put that 11 in. You may as well while you are there.
Communication obviously must have failed a little bit at that point. But however, both teams playing extremely well. I'm loving the Golducks changing tactics and definitely focusing more on certain areas. It still can go anyway. I'm not going to put any money down on who's going to win this, even though past Primates have a slight advantage right now of 100 points in the lead. I don't, that could mean nothing. Dodrio going in there, boys. They're taken by the Absol that was hiding in the bush. Takes that really easy in the slow bro now trying to run away. And does manage to get away as the rest of Golducks joins him, protecting him from that Decidueye and the Absol.
Yeah, and it looks like the Tyranitar is going to manage to get away. All of Golducks bunching up in one area, apart from Vince, who has gone up on that top lane. Regieleki is up in 20 seconds, but we are going to see Ray up in 30. So they do have a 7-second window to get the Regieleki. If the team is there, it is entirely possible, but I do think both teams are just going to ignore it.
Yeah, I think rightly so. There's no point in going for it now. You've literally got, 10 seconds to go. No point in going to a team fight right now, losing that.
That's the thing. It's a risk versus reward thing, because obviously you run the risk of getting knocked out for the Ray fight, but you also have the reward of having a Regieleki walking towards, and then
Decidueye with that attack there, dealing some serious damage to multiple of the Golducks. And they come in.
Takes out the Yeah.
The Unite there
Oh,
by the
it-
Hooper did some serious work, allowing the mop up from the Decidui and allowing almost a team wipe going on there. Past
It
Primates
does look
coming
like
in.
past Primates are going to get
It's
the
okay.
Ray.
Amazing, wow. Amazing work by past Primates there. Again, this game hasn't got a lot. For the Rayquaza, there wasn't a lot in it. It could have gone either way, and that Rayquaza was the pinnacle point between who was going to win this game and who wasn't. And unfortunately for Golducks, they unfortunately lost that team fight right outside of Rayquaza.
What a goal!
We're just enjoying now as Golducks come back with a vengeance. Unfortunately, I don't think it'll be enough. We've got 48 seconds, 45 seconds left to push.
It may as well push if they can.
Every round is worth a point. There's no point in stopping. Go right to the end because you never know. You may get an opportunity to score those points, get those goals in, and secure that victory.
Yeah.
Blastoise come with the surf. They're pushing Chi Yu out of the way, and Golducks, past Primates pushing Golducks out of the danger area. And amazing work there. Decidui, Justina, the captain, enjoying what seems to be a victory of a 2-0 so far, dancing away on bottom lane, and rightly so. What a well-deserved win by past Primates.
Absolutely. Have a dance, my son.
3, 2,
Have a dance. And it looks like that is going to be game. And it is 2-0
That is
to
a
Past
2-0
Primates.
to Primeapes. Primeapes win the overall game. However, round 3 is yet to be played. And like I said previously, and I will keep saying every single game, do not give up. Because round 3, even though you may be 2-0 down, is deserved a point. And Golducks need this point. If Golducks want to get above Fill-Out Poliwrath, well, tell a lie. If they want to keep their position above Fill-Out Poliwrath, they need to win this next game. Because Fill-Out Poliwrath against X-Tac Blissey on Wednesday.
No, Golducks are still sick.
Are they still 6?
As of yet. Not, well, I've not obviously added up the new stuff from these
right,
games.
okay, got you. Yeah.
But
So-
like, after game week 1, they were sick.
Yeah, the worst 6, yeah. But with this, they would potentially move up. But quick look on the battle date here. Justina, Justinian, Justinian, that's the one. With an 87,000 damage output with the Decidui. Amazing stats there. Hooper with a 35,000 on the heals. But the heals go to Chai Yu with a 62,000. Golducks, the damage output obviously is lacking compared to what past Primates do have, but again, a very good game, and Golducks definitely improving on round 1. And we will quickly switch out for round 3. Round 3, and this is our last round of the night, people. Those who have stuck around, thank you very much. Please continue to support us and tuning in. We'll be live again on Wednesday. I will announce the exact times and dates because I keep getting interrupted. So I'm not going to do it because no doubt as soon as I start, I'll get interrupted again. But wow, what a game. What a game. And thank you very much. Oh, because I send me again, Mr. Darrell. I declined it by some.
I'll invite you.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Thank you very much for the follow, you foot too. I much appreciate it. Thank you very much. Okay, we are just waiting for the teams to fill up the slots now. As soon as they fill up, we will start the last round of the night. SPV, how do you feel those 2 rounds have gone, my friend?
I feel like past Primates definitely from the beginning have had the edge on Golducks. It is pretty close though usually until the Ray fight, and past Primates do tend to outdo them in the team fight. But it's just one of those things. It could go either way.
Very much so. I mean, I'm not counting Golducks out. They've still got an opportunity here to bring it back, get that round win, and bring it to a 2-1. I will say it, and I'm going to keep saying it, but I do feel that if you keep fighting every single round, you're going to get those points, and you're going to push forward. And these 1 points here and there, yeah, you may not win a game. So what? If you're getting the 1 points here and there, you're going to creep up that leaderboard and you're going to be in a position that is threatening to the top teams, especially as we move forward and the top teams start playing each other.
Absolutely, I'm really looking forward for that X-Attack Blissey ODD face-off. That is going to be a hell of a set of games.
Or 100%. ODD is currently the only team, as well, technically X-Attack Bliss as well, they're yet to play, so I'm not including them right now. But ODD right now for match week 2 are the only team to be undefeated. They are the team to beat right now, and they are currently sitting top of the leaderboard. X-Attack Blissey, if you are in the chat, if you're watching the stream, beware of ODD, because they are not a walk in the park.
And they are coming for you.
They are coming for Blissey, and they are going to take that X-Attack away from you. They will leave X-Attack, well, if they carry on going the way they're going, X-Attack Blissey will just be Blissey.
X-Attack Blissey will be needing an X-Defense, my guy.
Woohoo! It'd be interesting to see what talk has been said in our Discord between these two teams. I'm sure we'll be able to generate some heat, as I reckon the new rivalry will shift between X-Attack and Golducks to potentially ODD and X-Attack, but we shall see as the coming weeks show that. As we are waiting... Oh, actually, Tali, I'm not waiting for anyone. Can you just confirm to me that everyone is in place before I press start, Mr. SPV?
All of Past Primates are in and Golducks are in. So
3,
fire
2,
away.
1, let's rock and roll. Okay, we are now switching straight on to the third and final match of tonight. Let's do this. Chloride, you can take our games, but you'll never take our X-Attack Smackdown talk going in. I like it, Chloride UK. I love it. Okay, we're now in the banning phase. Let's see who they ban. Who do you reckon they're going to ban, Mr. SPV?
Surely it's got to be the Hooper from Golducks. Yeah, there you go. Absolutely.
Golducks banned the Hooper and the Cafable from Past Primates. Golducks have the advantage here, being at home. They get the first pick of the night.
So, I love seeing Comfy coming up. I really want to see that first
I thought
Comfy
Comfy was
game.
there, but it's not to be seen. We are going to be seeing the Eldegoss support over on the Golduck side. Oh,
We're going to see a Comfy game. Let's go.
We've seen it. Everyone give a massive hype out in the chat, please. We have got our first Comfy play tonight. It has been unbanned for the first time this week, and it is being played by Gizzle Bits. What a man. What a man.
What a legend. I wonder who he's going to be supporting. I wonder whether he's going to be flitting around the team or whether he is going to attach himself to a certain Pokemon. Obviously, if he is, they are going to want to go on to a tanky player, maybe like Slowbro, to give that extra bit of sustain as if it needs it anyway. I'm just curious to see what they're going to do with it.
It'll be interesting. Looking at the team comps now, it does look like Golducks are going for a tanky team. Compared to what they have previously, the actual tankiness of Golducks seems superior. Okay, we're just going to the preparation phase. Will there be any swaps? I don't think there will. I think most of them are in that Comfy build. Amorous, you know what? What's your thoughts on it, Amorous? Because you know what? I don't have a clue. I've not played Comfy yet. I've not even seen them play. I've not even played against them. So if you could have a bit of advice on that build, please let me know, because I don't have a clue.
So, in terms of the tanky characters that Comfy could go on to, it's probably going to be the Serena to maybe give it a bit more sustain in those fights. The only thing is they are losing a laner, but they do have the Dragonite, which could be going central.
So just a quick
If it
one
is
interrupt
Justinian, then it will.
Here we've got the Eldegoss, Snorlax, Blastoise, Tyranitar, and Venusaur for Golducks over on Past Primates. We've got the Slowbro, Comfey, Espeon, Serena, and Dragonite. Golducks have gone for a tanky team as opposed to Past Primates, who have gone for a very offensive team.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to get that in there.
Ready?
It looks like the Golducks captain is talking with the admins, so I don't know whether we're going to get a pause. I think we are going to get a pause.
Okay, pause is going in. I need to know now. Okay, pause has gone in. Okay, it does look like here we have had a pause. Don't know what's going on. I'm sure SPV will come back with the relative gossip and information what is going on. We are just checking out here some of the stuff, what's going on. I'm being tagged in loads of things. Okay, so it does look like there has been a crash, so we're just pausing the game right now. That was a nope, that I apologise, that was on the other game. I'm playing catch up with all the team chats, as you can imagine. Let me just check, see what's going on here. Okay, we're just waiting now on what's going on. SPV will bring the information what's going on, so I apologise. We've got to connect, probably crazy. There are probably some connection issues going on. Dial-up issues. Oh god, I remember back in the day. Thank you very much. And we are resuming back in 3, 2, 1. And Ambrose, thank you very much for the follow. We have got Goldux who are now back in the action.
Seeing what was going on, I'm back.
Okay, we've got Elboss and Blastoise going bottom with Trantor in the central area. Venusaur and Snorlax on top. SPV, take it away.
So it looks like on the Past Primates side, we do have the Serena going top lane, and the Comfy seems to be flitting between the Serena and the Dragonite. Just to kind of give that bit more sustain. Definitely, you know, a good idea, because Serena is quite bulky and it can get that damage in. But obviously, you just want to make sure that Comfy latches on in time, because if it doesn't, it's rest in peace, Mr. Comfy boy.
Yeah, I've heard that Comfy is one of these ones that if it's not attached, it is RIP. Be interesting to see. I've not seen any Comfy plays yet, purely because I've never faced again. But it looks like it has jumped on, and we'll see how they work out. I am following.
It has jumped onto the Dragonite, and it's now come off. So both of the centrals seem to have rotated up to the top lane. The birds have been cleared, and it looks like Dragonite is going to head back to its jungle. Over on bottom lane, it looks like not much is going on. They're just contesting the mid lane farm. It does look like Past Primates are going to get the majority of it. A bit of a level discrepancy on the bottom lane, but nothing too crazy. Dark Paws 92, the Espeon sitting on a nice level 6. I imagine it is going Psybeam and Psyshock. That is what I tend to run.
It looks like now both teams are getting ready for these central birds as they're now going for this team fight. Serena goes in, hot and heavy, but gets taken out.
Yeah, and it looks like Deadbroke Nerd, the Slowbro, is pushing the Golducks away.
Yep, and
And
rightly so.
mid-birds get cleared.
Yeah, it looks like there that Past Primates saw the attack.
It looks like they're going to get a 60 and it looks like the Comfy did want to get those goals in, but it has attached to the Espeon and is retreating.
It looks like here that the Serena is getting bullied by the Golducks. Snorlax managed to get back in time. Oh, and yeah, oh, I thought it was in there, but he didn't manage to dunk it. I thought that the Blastoise was able to get his dunk in, but stopped too short. Should have held on there. Should have held on. I bet they're kicking
It looks
themselves.
like Curry is going to come in with the triple axle kicks and is just going to be pounding away at this Snorlax. Don't know if it is going to get the kill though. It doesn't look like it, but it is going to go for the Blastoise instead. They do have a hell of a tanky top lane, full of disruptions, stuns, things like that. So that getting that Regieleki is going to be an issue. I do feel for Past Primates. I wonder how they are going to find out.
There's a Registeel bottom, and it looks like Past Primates have pushed Golducks away from that as they focus heavy on the Registeel, the Slowbro and the Espeon holding the fort while the Dragonite takes down.
Yeah, Justinian is going to be the one to watch in this game. Obviously, as the Dragonite, he is going to be sitting on those objectives, as Lupus kindly told me. A resident nerd of the game. He will be mainly pushing objectives on his own. while everyone else kind of disrupts the rest of the team.
Thank you very much for the follow, Pastor. I
And
appreciate
it
it.
looks like Past Primeapes clear out the mid birds on their way up to top lane to try and contest this Regieleki. Looks like Dragonite is going to help his team out with these hyper beams, getting its dragon dances in as well, getting those dragon dance.
I know that we've got an admin
Stackaroonies
here.
in.
We have an admin, Daryl, who loves the Dragonite play, so I can imagine they'll be looking at this game very, very closely and scrutinising.
And it looks like Past Primeapes are going to have to retreat, but the Serena comes in and is helping out. But the Serena gets wiped out. Golduck's moving as a unit. Great team synergy.
However, that Espeon down bottom has closed the gap. Past Primeapes sliding into the lead with 7 points. That was an amazing push there by Golducks, as Golducks pushed Past Primeapes onto their own point and beyond.
Golducks do manage to get the Regieleki.
Golducks
are they going to push it or are they going to leave it? This is the question.
Does look like the Comfy is currently jumping between Mons, not sticking with just one, which is interesting to see actually. It looks like they're going to jump on to the Serena as the Regieleki is fighting, not being pushed forward, not being pushed, I say, he's just holding there and now down. Focus now on the bottom lane. Interesting to see what we've got here.
Only 7 points in it towards the Golducks. The Golducks do get to the objective early. They are going to try and hold off. I'm not quite sure why Snorlax is pushing them this way.
Venusaur there with the Petal Dance, some amazing damage output, but has to retreat. It looks like Past Primeapes has come in force, all 5 members push forward and absolutely obliterate Golducks' members.
And it looks like they are going to get the defense buff from the Regirock. Espeon getting the last hit. That will be great coming in any future team fights that are going to be coming up.
Cartman61, thank you very much for following my friend. I appreciate it.
So Past Primeapes tending to stick together a bit more on this bottom lane. They are going to head into Central. There is a minute and a half until Rayquaza. They are just holding this mid portion of the map for now. Brett is coming up to help his teammates on top. It looks like the Regieleki is going to come up in 15 seconds.
Looks like down the bottom lane we have the Comfy that attached out to Dragonite as they try to push on that Golduck's bottom goal. But the Tyranitar was there to hold them off. Great play there by the Tyranitar, pushing them back.
Looks like they are going to head over to the top lane where Golducks are already ripping on this Regieleki. Past Primeapes now can come in and contesting the Regieleki.
Oh, nice play there by the Snorlax, pushing the Past Primeapes away. Golducks need to push. Oh, Golducks didn't take advantage of that Snorlax. The Snorlax jumped in there, put their block up, pushed them away, but they didn't do anything about it.
It was just a lack of communication, and Past Primeapes are going to get the Regieleki.
That was unlucky by Golducks. Golducks had a perfect opportunity. The Snorlax jumped in, block up, pushed them away, but they just stood there and allowed the Past Primeapes to come in and take that Regieleki. All is not lost though. All is not lost. There is not many points in it. There's only, 103 points in this game. Rayquaza and the team battle here will prove the pudding.
10 seconds until this big Ray fight. It looks like Past Primeapes getting into position already, as are Golducks, both sitting in their respective bushes on either side. Looks like Brett is going to go in, try and cause the disruptions early on as the Blastoise. The Comfy attaches itself to Serena and then doesn't, and then the Comfy gets taken out. The Serena gets taken out as well.
What a play, Golducks. Golducks need to burn this Rayquaza now.
They do need to be careful though. They do need to watch out for that Dragonite Unite, because he can just drop in at the right time and steal that Ray, which is what I do think they may do. Oh, and it looks like Past Primeapes do get the Ray, and they are heading towards a 3-0 shutout of Golducks.
What a game, Golducks, what a game. They played amazingly well, like 1,000 times better than round 1. You can tell that by just playing one round against a team, you're able to adapt your tactics, your gameplay, and it just goes to show here. The Comfy, I've been trying to see the Comfy where they've been,
Don't
and
give up.
Gigglebit's jumping around from mon to mon, giving that heals. Seems a very interesting mon to play. Not seen it yet, so. But yeah, amazing play there by past Primates as a push forward. It looked like Gold Ducks had the lead with that 107, but able to push any further on that mark.
Looks like an extra 200 are going to be going in on the past Primates scoreboard. Gold Ducks mounting a bit of a push on this bottom lane. All 5 players on that bottom lane. Espeon fires off the Unite, trying to cause some stuns, cause a bit of chaos. Justinian drops in, and the past Primates clear up the Gold Ducks. Full team sweep, and you can imagine they are going to try and get these last few goals in. 10 seconds left. It looks like they may be able to.
5,
Commiserations to
4,
Gold Duck,
3,
but congratulations to past
1.
Primates who have finally got their 3-0 victory. That actually pops them up to second place. So ODD hanging first, past Primates hanging second. Kimako Esports will then slip into third place. Gold Ducks will no doubtly push into. No, have I missed someone else? No, yes, Extat Blissey, then Kimako. We'll have to check that when we do the stats later on, but we'll confirm that and we'll post that on our Twitter. While we're coming towards the end, if you're not following us already, please head over to the PCO Twitter page, which will be put in the chat by one of our admin staff anytime soon. Also, please check out our website, which is www.pucl.weebly.com. Again, I'm sure Shiny will put that in there as well. We'll quick look at the battle data for this last round, and then we'll do a quick conclusion. Vincey there with the 78,000 damage on the Gold Duck side. Impressive damage there, but was definitely outdone by Justin with 80,000 damage. A more even game as opposed to with the stat numbers than the first round, but it was not enough as past Primates do a clean victory of a 3-0.
Absolutely. 2 brilliant 3-game sets that we have had. I've thoroughly enjoyed myself this evening.
I've enjoyed tonight. Tonight's games have given me a shock. I don't know what to say. ODD have surprised me, but in a very, very good way. Wasn't expecting a ODD victory over Kimako, but what a game, what a match of 3 rounds that was, and the match we've just seen between past Primates and Gold Duck, again, was an amazing one to watch, and something I will be watching back and taking note of, because both teams played exponentially amazing. Gold Ducks, please do not be disheartened. You played your hearts out, and you played really well. Like, there was some amazing plays there, so don't be disheartened. So that ends the first 2 matches of match week 2. We do move on to the rescheduled match between X-Tac Blissey and Phila Poliwrath. I believe Phila Poliwrath are at home against X-Tac Blissey, and we'll be playing and streaming that match on Wednesday. This Wednesday coming up at 7:30 GMT. I believe we'll be playing it over on SPV's channel, but that is to be confirmed. Please join our Twitter page for updates. There posts that come through there daily, so please keep a track of that, and there will be an update of when and where games are being played. Congratulations to both teams that won today, and commiserations to both teams that failed. We look forward to seeing you in match week 3, and thank you very much to you, the viewers, that have stuck around to watch. I hope you have enjoyed tonight. I myself have very much enjoyed myself. I don't know about you, SPV.
Oh yeah, it's been great. Obviously, watching ODD Esports was definitely the highlight of the night. Just some quality plays from all teams, really. Everyone played pretty well, so I'm glad to hopefully have 3 more amazing games over on my channel on Wednesday.
Yes, so we will, after the matches on Wednesday, we have got match week 3 to look forward to. Match week 3, I believe we have got the following games Let me just quickly give you a heads up. This will all be posted come next week on Monday anyway. But on match week 3, we will see past Primates take on ODD Esports, and now that will be an interesting game as both teams today have done a 3-0 on a victory. So they will have a big point to prove as they face each other on week 3. We've also got Gold Ducks taking on Philhar Polyrath on match week 3 after their game against Extat Blissey. That FOP will be playing on Wednesday. And then the last game on week 3 will be Kimako Esports versus X-Attack Blissey. So 3 very interesting matches, a lot to be played for in match week 3. So all I can say is keep an eye out and make sure you're here next week to watch all the games.
Absolutely.
I think that is everything, unless there's anything from you, Mr. SPV.
No, I'm absolutely fine. Thank you everyone for watching, and I will see you on Wednesday.
Yeah, so from me, Wolf Rumors, and from SPV, and also a big shout out to the admin team, Dr. Lupus, Dolly, and Dowell, who are working in the background, working their bones out to make sure things work smoothly. From all of us, thank you very much for tuning in, and we hope to see you on Wednesday at 7:30 over on SPV stream, which will be in the chat any moment now. Good night, take care, and enjoy your weekend.
See you later, everyone.